The owner of a brothel contacted my agency. Her son died several days ago, and the police believed it to be a suicide, but his mother did not agree. She believes that her son was happy in life, and that someone murdered him. She suspects a famous local businessman, but this is a bold assumption, one that needs to be supported by evidence. I suspect it's simply a grieving woman having difficulty accepting the death of her son, and that's all there is to it. But whoever pays calls the shots. I will take her suspicions seriously and investigate. This way, I will show that I can be trusted with serious cases. This must be the mother of the deceased. Hello, are you Diana Evans? The mother of the deceased?
Mother of the deceased. Yes. And you?
Detective John Woodbray. You wanted someone to investigate your son's death.
It's all a mistake. Police say he suffered from alcohol poisoning, that his heart stopped. It's complete nonsense. This couldn't have happened.
Why do you think that?
Don't get me wrong, but I'm a brothel owner after all. My son is old enough to know how to drink properly. I taught him myself in some way.
That wouldn't prevent his heart from stopping.
He was absolutely healthy, healthier than either of us, and happier. He wouldn't drink himself to death. It's absurd.
Where and when did this happen?
On the 80th fracture 4-day. There's a staircase near your carriage. It will lead you to the square. There is a kind of gazebo.
I will take the required tools, carefully examine everything, and return to you.
Good evening. Are you interested in any vintage curiosities?
What kind of store do you have? Is it a pawn shop?
Well, what's in a label? I just help residents get some cash for things they no longer need.
Yes, right. Well, I'll let you know if I see anything of interest. Thank you. The cemetery is already closed at this late hour. I think this is the central square of this district. Someone dropped a screwdriver. I could use that. Just need to figure out how to get it. Is this a goblet? Why is it near the doghouse? A typical corner for all strange soil and a lot of footprints, including tracks of dogs. What was going on here? Someone lost a button. It could be related to the murder, but not necessarily. It seems to be a popular place. In this city, I can take my entire laboratory with me. It's very convenient. This could be the goblet the deceased drank from. Most likely contained alcohol. The watch stopped when it hit the ground. It was evening time. I think this watch belonged to the deceased. Judging at a glance, there could be poison in this bottle. I need to check it in my laboratory. This is a highly toxic substance. Just a few drops are enough to make a person's heart stop. It looks more like a hotel than a brothel, but it seems the area isn't much of a tourist attraction. Judging by the tracks, the dog took the goblet from the crime scene. The deceased was not alone at the time of death. He was drinking with someone. Some simpletons immortalized their love on the sculpture. Most likely these vandals are very young. I've found sufficient indications to conclude this looks more like a murder. I need to inform the mother of the deceased about this.
Have you examined the place of death?
Yes. It's difficult to be sure of anything right now, but I have reason to think that it really was a murder.
Oh, thank you for believing me. I was already starting to think I was going crazy.
Can you take me to the deceased's room? I need to continue investigating. There could be important clues.
I understand the importance. I wanted to give you the key to the room right away, but the governess didn't find it. You'll have to wait a little longer. You can talk to Oscar Brown now. He's most likely sipping coffee in the square nearby.
The businessman whom you suspect murdered your son. Might I ask, incidentally, why you suspect him?
I won't lie, it's my fault. He lent me money when I had business problems, and I didn't manage to return them in time.
Did he blackmail you?
I could say so. The last time he threatened to take away the most precious thing to me. He became my main suspect after those words.
Okay, I'll talk to him.
Take a piece from the playroom. Most of the useful things are stored there. You can take everything you need. You can also rest there if you get tired.
There is clearly more than one way to have fun here. Good evening. Are you Oscar Brown?
Hello. Yes. To what do I owe the pleasure?
I'm Detective John Woodbray. Could you tell me where you were on the 80th Fracture 4 day?
In the theatre, at the premiere of a new play.
Can you verify that?
Certainly. I have tickets, and the director can confirm that I was there. I talked to him after the premiere.
May I see these tickets?
They are at home. Take the key to my apartment from the table. You can freely search there. I have nothing to hide.
Did you threaten Diana Evans?
Threatened? Well, you could say so, probably. She was behind on her debt, and I had to put a little pressure on her.
By threatening to kill her son.
Son? I didn't say anything about her son. Does she have a son? Whatever. I threatened to take the brothel away from her to pay off the debt.
It sounds like a difference in priorities led to a misunderstanding. Why did you make that threat?
To scare her, obviously. It's a ridiculous amount of money for me, but I still expect to get it back. Money doesn't grow on trees.
I see. At any rate, I'll take a look at your apartment, if you don't mind.
I don't mind, but if you steal something, our places will be switched, and you'll have to answer questions then. Other than that, make yourself at home. Good luck.
Rich man's apartment. It doesn't look like anyone made any special effort to clean up this place before my visit. Looks like Oscar is a big theatre fan, and the enthusiasm is mutual. Personalized tickets to the performance on the day of Sam's death. The businessman didn't lie. Secret compartments in dresses like these can be opened by pressing certain drawers. The businessman wouldn't drink alcohol due to his liver problems. The horn connector is rusty. I can't insert it back in place. It seems that Brown often makes loans to other small businessmen, and he does it without malicious intent. Oscar Brown has an impeccable alibi. I'll talk to the director next. Maybe he can give me new information.
Good evening. How can I help?
Hello, I'm Detective John Woodbray. I'm investigating the murder of Samuel Evans. Can I ask you a couple of questions?
Of course. How can I refuse you? I'm Scott Roth. I hope it won't take long. I still have loads to do.
Did you have the premiere of a new play a week ago?
Oh, yes, it was a success. We're now taking it to other cities.
Did Oscar Brown attend the premiere? Do you know him?
Of course. I personally invited him. He is a big fan of art and a very good person. Philanthropist, patron of the arts. He even stayed for the banquet.
How many people saw him? Can anyone else confirm he was here?
No, the whole troupe has already gone on tour. I'm collecting the remaining things and also leaving. That's what I'm doing, and that's why I'm in a hurry.
Could there be other evidence of the businessman's visit?
There is a photo. We took a joint photo with the troupe and guests.
Might I see it?
Oh, it hasn't been developed yet, but you can develop the camera roll yourself if you know how to do it. Just bring it back later. You'll need a case to avoid exposing the camera roll to light.
Okay, I can handle it if I may. Where might I find a case?
The photographer left all his things in the chest next to me, but it was locked. I'll give you the key to the dressing room. There might be something to open it. Please look for the case yourself. If I get distracted, I won't be able to finish all the preparations on time.
Thank you for your help. Oh, all of this has quite distracted me from what I needed. There are devices in my carriage for developing camera roll. The deceased was at the premiere, and apparently he was not alone. I need to ask the director for details. I developed the camera roll. There is a man to the right of you and Oscar in the photo. Can you remember if he was at the performance until the end?
Seems to be. Yes, he was with the girl next to him in the photo. They were sitting on the balcony.
Did they leave together?
Yes, they stayed to take a photo and left immediately. It seems they were together. Pair, you know.
Are you sure?
Well, I'm not the best person to ask that, but I can tell you for sure that there were kisses in the theater hall.
Okay. Thanks for your assistance. I won't distract you any further. The deceased was with a girl. Personalized tickets for the deceased +1. Sam definitely had company. Does his mother know about this?